Now that's a lot of buildings for him to get on with, but... Private rooms with see-through doors. To be fair, the people around them won't be sleeping at the same time anyway. Due to the way we've got the schedules. What's the... Okay, the pressure in there is not bad, not bad. Temperature's relatively good. Not quite there yet with running the steam turbines, but, you know, it's getting there. And not on the way back yet. 0.8 cycles, though. And yeah, the dupes in room 3, but again, they don't sleep at the same times. That's why there's only one toilet for each floor. Well, each cluster of 4, rather. It's because they don't have the same bathroom schedule either. Bathroom time. Bathroom time. Bathroom time. Okay, there's a slight overlap there. You know what? Sure, we can change that up. There you go. Now, no one sleeps at the same time. I both love and hate that I was introduced to the Welcome to the Internet song. It will not leave my brain now for many months. There doesn't appear to be a morale bonus for having a personal dedicated bathroom. Ooh, steam engine's briefly turning on there. Generated a tiny little bit of power. And a bit of very warm water. The rest is being drained down here into the other very warm water. Not bad. Trying to make use of all the steam that we can. Okay, still haven't detected the shuttle on the way back. It's an interesting one. 0.3 cycles. I'm probably going to send it straight back out. There's no point in us dilly-dallying with this one. We want to get to the point where we can use solid fuel. There we are. It's detected. Up here, I wouldn't mind getting all of this sealed in so that there's a very narrow aperture through which the steam can escape. Because we've still got tiny, trace amounts of steam left at this point, but still, it's helping to keep the temperature nice and high. Here we come. Dunk. And there we go. A little bit of extra info there. Another 80. No artifact this time, though. Uh-oh. What was getting damaged? What's the temperature down here? And the steam is hot, yes, but nothing should be getting damaged. Oh dear. Either way, let's get the rest of this drywall in place. Some of it is going to have to wait until we come back, but... Yeah, we should be able to get all of it with that. So I'm going to give this one to them on a 7. 9. Yeah, we brought in 80 research. How far along are we with the data banks? We are definitely going to have to go to the next place for that. I haven't seen them using this yet. That's amazing. I approve so much. That is glorious. Oh, okay. A hot tub. Oh, of course, yeah. Of course. Deconstruct it for now. Because that has to have an incredibly specific maximum temperature. And it's already above that in here. But okay. Yeah, we'll pull that down. Oops-a-daisy. Oops-a-daisy. Now, I really would like to know how big this room is. Let's just pop in some doors so that I can actually get a reading on how large of a space this is. Because if that's low enough, I could go to the effort and replace a couple of these tiles with natural tile and get a pip to plant something in there. It's a bit of a potch, but that would solve so many problems if that was already taken care of. How are we going right now? Gradually being brought up here. Which is the incubator pole? Reasonable amount, but nothing too terrible. Right, so all 3 of these can almost certainly exist on the same network. Mainly because the sweeper and the conveyor loader will only be active some of the time. Do I want the incubator to be powered? Yeah, why not? Why not? We got a power spine up here? Yes, we do. Good. Morning, Dark Jedi. How you doing, mate? Yeah, it's going to take him a bit of time to get all of this done. I kind of want this one done as a priority, though, so I can quickly see what all of this is going to be like. Let's also make sure that that is all on a 5. The rest of this should be done on a 7, I'm going to say. Just go through and reset the priorities on the doors. I don't like having the doors on a priority 7, generally. Prefer the doors to be... Unless they're a very important door that I need... Like, when I need it changed, I need it changed now. Yeah. And that should give us a readout of the entire size of that room. I'll dribble from the glacier there. How are we doing with this? It's getting it. Right. Shirley, not operational yet, because I haven't set you a location. I hope we're not back on the not operational nonsense again. That'd be most vexing. What's the pressure in here? It's starting to drop a little bit. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Coming in at 28. Here's 26, by here is 25, 24, 22, 20. So the temperature in here isn't amazing, but it's getting closer to the point where the turbines will turn back on again. And gradually, as we exchange more of this water with hotter water, this is getting easier for us to manage. It drops the room's temperature a lot less aggressively now. Got a backup on the natural gas, which is great to see. We're starting to see more natural gas being filtered, which is awesome. Got plenty of the various contaminants now being moved up here. Yeah, that's starting to look much better. And as you can see, the oxygen is starting to push down further and further and further now. I mean, I could just allow these to run as long as it's above 500. And the same with these ones, frankly. Seeing a constant stream of CO2 into the slicksters areas. Can you actually get back there? You can. How about we get this done? Because that was queued up an age ago. Several ages ago. There were totally different books written about those ages. No. Temperature's starting to get up there now, which is nice. Little trickles of petroleum being sent through the loop. Actually got a reasonable layer of petroleum just sat there now. Go. And now I would also like another two as well. Now this will try and equalize the temperature, which is not great, but mostly I want this to allow me to push CO2 in here and then thereby push things like the polluted oxygen and the natural gas up and out. But it does require that we get a much steadier flow of CO2. Wow, have you really brought it? Oh, you have. You've brought it all the way down. Oof. Okay, well, we're seeing the waste pipe actually doing its job, which is nice. And trickles of natural gas moving through here. Let's get rid of this, though. Have them stop moving through that area. Right, okay. Now, let's have a look at this room. This room is... Is it over here? Yeah, 128 tiles. Damn. Alright. So then, we're going to need a separate space for the nature reserve. Possibly something around here. With the stairs down then to a long... Like, we could easily have all of the suits going along this line. That said, we could use this as... Like, this area, honestly, I want to have a little bit of room for dropping off liquids underneath. So this could have a little bit of something like we'll probably shelve off there, or rather create a little area around here to just capture the liquids from the surfboard. It's not going to be many, though, so we don't really need it to be that big. What could we use in this space? What other room don't we have? Nothing really. I guess it would just be a miscellaneous room. Maybe a couple of odds and sods, perhaps. Just something to make use of. Look, it's always paying attention, yeah. Still saying not operational. That I don't like. I wonder why it does that. Like, if I have to reload it every single time, that's going to get remarkably annoying. Hit 9. No, it won't be blocked by the ladders near the nose. At least I don't imagine so. Because those doors could be closed, for example. If you launch the rocket, it's just going to go through them. There's no brakes on this thing. Rocket does what it wants. Really frustrating, though. What's the whole not operational thing? I don't understand it. If anyone in chat happens to know and has played themselves and encountered these issues, do let me know. Opening doors isn't rocket science, but rocket science will open them whether you like it or not. No, indeed. But yeah, if anyone's got any idea what's going on with that in chat, I would very much appreciate it. Ooh, there we go. Is that consuming all of the oxygen that goes into it? It appears for the most part, yes. There we go. If they're full packets, then it should split, but... yeah, this is almost certainly going to do that. We'll see both of them activate in a moment. Yeah. Gradually building up the oxalite. Because you have construction overlapping the rock? I don't think so, but it might be. We'll definitely have a look into that then. Go. Everyone be moved out. Can we wrangle you? Almost. What? We can get the rest of them moved up there. Once that's done, we're just going to delete this section. Alright, how many suits can we pop into a location? If I want to have everything we need, I'm going to need 1, 2, space 2, 1, 2, door. And then we can place the atmosphere docks over here. So we want 12, basically. Yeah, easily fit it. Okay, that's fine then. So this is going to be our... the nature reserve. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. That will be area enough for a pip to plant a couple of things. Now there's a knack to getting that to happen, but we can absolutely force get some regular tiles in there. I'm not going to be a derp. I'm not going to be a derp, I promise. This time we'll do that. But then on this side, I'm going to want stair going down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then out here is where we're going to have the... then we're going to need room enough for the dock itself. Yep. Now, we'll have a little stairs here. That will lead to the lower floor for the atmosphere dock, because we need 12 docks, basically. This is how we're going to get them. I give them a fire pole. Yeah, that's gonna be a nature reserve. For that glorious, glorious morale boost. So this is how they're going to be exiting the colony. We'll have 2 points that they can leave through. 2 separate tube transit points. Now, issue is, if I do that, I'm not going to have room to have the surfboard here. That's the tragic part, is I won't be able to have the surfboard here if I do that. Because the surfboard requires a bit of extra wiggle room beneath it. Wait, no. No. Okay, we've got a possible solution. All the atmosphere drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which means this can be shunted over a little tiny bit, actually, which will look a bit nicer, I think. Now, what we're going to do, it's going to be very, very sneaky. Mesh tile. I'm going to make use of the fact that I want a mesh tile underneath all 3 to allow all of them to drip down. Now, it's not going to be great for the person coming along on the bottom row when they're taking their suit off. If the person above them has wet themselves, and as they take their suit off, all of the pea water drips on their face. I mean, you know, it's just... I don't know what you expect from me, okay? It's just the way it is. It's going to suck, but... there we are. And then down here I can have a little gathering spot for all of that. Yes, we're doing exactly the same as we've got over here. It's a completely closed loop. I mean, I've got an emergency exit door if it's needed. But that exists only... in fact, you know what? That should be locked. Because they do that. Because they're idiots. Will someone please come and lock this bloody door? Actually, what we had done was something a little bit more finicky. If this battery drops below a certain point... let's make that 90. And if it should ever drop below 10, then this will send a green signal. There we go. So right now... it tops up very quickly. Realistically, I want this to be 50. I've got my own power circuit in here. So if the worst comes to worst, they can just put more power into this. Like, someone can run on it in order to power the Atmo dock and the transport area. I think by and large, just locking the door. I can make it so that... oh, actually, you know what? Because of the buffer chips, we can possibly do this. So what we've got is this tops up. It needs to go green every now and then. Once this drops below 50, it goes green. That allows a flood of new energy to enter the system. because it enables this. However, what I could do... Now you've buffer gate. Outputs a green signal if the input is receiving a green signal. Continue sending a green signal for an amount of buffer time. No, we want a filter gate. We'll continue outputting a red signal if the green signal did not last long enough. Yes. So, let's pop that down there. So what will happen here is if this doesn't receive a green signal for like if the green signal has been going for more than 5 seconds, we're very low on power. In fact, let's pop that down at 10. And at that point, it's going to unlock the door and people can just walk out if they want to. Realistically, they should still be putting the atmosuit docks on, but sorry, dock. Don't wear the atmosuit dock. Wear the atmosuits after passing the dock. Don't try to wear the dock. The dock is not built for you to wear. If you wear it, it's going to hurt. You're going to bump into things. You're going to feel really clumsy. It's not going to be a good time. Just please don't. Putting the dock on. Can't stop me. I think I can. I can delete the dock. No more dock for you, scallywag. Right now, we should be fine, I imagine. We are draining pretty quickly. Pump. The energy to top this up is reasonably significant. It's about to request some more power. There we go. So yeah, that should work. And then I can just have a little filter there controlling this door. So that door will not allow them out unless there's an emergency and they can't get out any other way. That's what the hamster wheel is for. There'll always be enough power to run this. Always. It's just whether they have enough power to run that is the issue. In fact, I'm going to pop that up at 50%. Because honestly, if our main power plant is shut down, then this is going to be well below 50 for a long time. And them running on this will not give enough power to sort it out. But it will power the atmosuit checkpoint a bit. And someone can run through. But charging this takes a lot of power to be able to shunt someone along. So, this will possibly unlock the door. But the main thing is that they'll be wearing a suit when they go out one way or another. And I don't have to worry about oxygen. You might think I would have to, but the oxygen is self-powering. We're never going to have an issue with that. Someone come and wrangle you. Alright. I think it's time. This is going to kind of hurt my dupes because there's going to be so much work to do. Especially when we break these down, but damn it, it needs to be done. Also, need power going through here. Ooh, problem. I have to go around that because natural tiles won't allow me to put power cables through. Problem vaag, but still. This is more than likely going to be the bottom of our living quarters. So this line is probably going to power the things above and below it. And there will be something below it. This is probably where we're going to have our gas filtration at the very bottom of the base. Which method am I going to be using for creating natural tiles? Well, there's two ways of doing it. You can either cook stuff by making something crazy hot. So, for example, you could put either some sort of liquid item there that is obnoxiously hot, but a lot of it, a large weight of it, and then cool it to like something that cools to the point where it's still so hot the solid form kind of takes on the shape of a natural tile. There's a few things like that. Magma can do that sometimes. Alternatively, you put dirt down or slime or algae and then just rise its temperature a couple of 100 degrees. That'll cook into a tile. The other one is you can use doors and basically break them down. Now, I'm not sure if that's even still a thing you can do in the merge, in the big merge, but we'll find out, I guess. I'm doing all the things on priority 8, really? No, on priority 5. I might be building everything on priority. Ah, balls, once again. Oh well. It's a thing that happened. Oh, actually, that's kind of... I'll wait for them to finish all of this, though, before we move on. They want sedimentary rock. Do we have enough? I think we got loads. I'm surprised it's taking them so long to do. But then again, I keep giving them more priority jobs, so that does kind of make sense. We are starting to see a nice collection now of natural gas in there. Some natural gas being brought up from our gas filters down here. It's going well so far. Very well, actually. Ever so slowly starting to filter this out. We've got a good pressure over here, but I'm not going to set up any more gas pumps in the... Well, actually, you know what? Maybe I should. Got an awful lot of weight of... an awfully high weight of gas around here, so maybe... Once again, we're going to go with steel, because bling. But let's have one there, one here. I'll put it between them, so we'll get rid of you. Now, the reason why I don't like to... Well, actually, is this going... No, that one isn't going through the filter. Because I want to send the CO2 over to the slicksters if I can. Pop this there. Follow the power along then. I'm making it out of sandstone. Sorry, out of dirt, I believe, actually. So this should be fine. Now, technically I could just hook up to that, but I'm not going to. Because I want it to filter it. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. What? I've built so many things! Oh. It's an awful lot of building work I've just given them. It'll take them a while to get it done. But it will happen eventually. And now safe. Yeah, that probably is a good point. Hey, Palir, thank you very much for the prime there. 3rd month, 2nd best month. Nightly profit. That is actually a good suggestion regarding the hamster wheel. I like it. Sure. I'll happily do that. I won't put it on a 9, but I will put it up at a at an 8. So that's to kick in at 10%. You balked it for a little bit. Uh-oh. Are you referring to something recent, or just in reference to the way that the save was kind of all crazy? You made me worry. Now, what we're going to do in here... This area will have certain gases just congregate. It's fine. It's mostly there just to capture some liquids with a little pump. So this is almost certainly going to just be a little nook in the otherwise cube-like structure of the main base. But this floor here is going to be the lower floor as 'tis intended. Let me draw these out for a second. We are not going to have this in here. This is in fact going to carry on down all the way to the bottom. This will be our gas processing floor. So all of the numerous different types of gas that will be moving around will congregate in this kind of pit at the bottom. Be that chlorine, be it CO2, what have you, doesn't matter. Now, I can try and resolve this in a few different ways. I can either hook up a CO2 scrubber to the main system, the main grey water system. That's nice and easy because it'll run off the same filter as the grey water system. However, the other thing I could do is just have pumps down here that will cycle the gas. Same with a little hood up here. I intend to build just a little hood, put a gas pump there. For anything lighter than oxygen, it should eventually make its way there, and then we can filter it out. If it's oxygen, then it just gets returned to the main system. But honestly, this thing is belting out so much oxygen that many of the lines aren't doing anything. We're literally sending oxygen to space because I have nothing more to do with it. This one could happily dump more oxygen onto this line. So I'm kind of thinking that when the oxygen hits the base, just get rid of it. Don't even bother filtering. Just have a pump at the top, pump at the bottom, constantly running. Constantly moving the air in the base out of it. Can't you pump CO2 straight to space? Yeah, no, absolutely I can. I want to use the CO2 though. You know, those two pumps will only be moving 1 kilo of gas per tick. It's not a lot. We're not going to be losing much of a volume of gas out of this massive base as a consequence of that. So I think I'm okay with that. There's going to be an awful lot of gas moving around in this system. So I think that will be fine. Probably going to have the grey water filtration system in here. So there will be a little bit of polluted oxygen here and there. Might even have some things down here. I'm not really sure. This could just be largely empty. It doesn't need to contain anything, realistically speaking. But yeah, I'm using CO2 to feed my slicksters. Let me show you. My little floaty puppies. Oh, that are currently submerged in natural gas. Not exactly what you want, but, you know, it is there. Need more CO2 over here to push up the natural gas. The CO2 is... it's not really condensing that much. I need a second pipe, really. For a much larger throughput.